do a quick hit lesson about the eagle. The eagle you see here. One of the brothers already came here earlier to do this lesson, and then, you know, demons got on these devils to stop them in the spirit. You know, we got most of the video done, but we just doing a little refresher.
Right, there goes the devil right there.
Yeah, that's the devil right there that obstructed the video. So we doing a refresher on the video. Even though he did a lot of edification, he's still gonna complete it just despite the devil that made this eagle. Now, the eagle is a representation, basically representing every system that every kingdom Esau ruled. You know, every kingdom that every rulership that Esau had, they had the eagle as their symbol.
If you go back to their rulership as the Greeks and as the Roman Empire, they had the eagle. Because scriptures compared them as, you know, the eagle, the swift eagle that comes.
Right. The swiftness of their conquering and the symbol that they go by. Because even Russia has a two-headed eagle as their symbol. What are
Romans that like the apostles bring out that movie, The Eagle.
Yep, the Romans, they had the eagle. Basically, every kingdom that Esau ruled had an eagle. And this is just another example of it. You know, Edomites worship this eagle. You know, as they see it, there's their symbol. Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's gonna cut them.
Yep. Swift as the eagle. You got
Obadiah verse 4. Actually, I'll start at verse 3. The cry of thine heart has received thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
And that's all of you Edomites.
Because one thing about, you know, these Edomites, they gave themselves the title of being Caucasians, because if you look at the word Caucasian, it means cave dweller. And that was their habitation in Mount Seir, or Mount Petra, which means rock. So, like, you look at the structures today, they dwell plus of the rock, they like these tall skyscrapers and stuff like that, because it symbolizes them being in the caves. And also, it says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground.
Now, whose habitation is high, if you film any of these buildings around here, Esau always have skyscraper-like buildings. You know, we don't supposed to build a building more than, I believe it's 3 feet tall, not 3 stories tall. Esau always have, you know, tall buildings because it reminds them of those caves. Reminds them of dwelling in the caves. So every building, you know, in Esau's kingdom you see is always tall.
And then verse 4 says, "Go thou exalt thyself as the eagle."
Right, exalt thyself as the eagle. And that brings us back to this particular piece right here. Go thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
And because they use eagle in every one of their rulerships, that shows that it's a fulfillment of prophecy. They use the eagle, which it goes right alongside with the scriptures.
And if you look at
Esau and Edom, which also proves that the so-called white man is Esau, and it only fits and pertains to being Esau.
And if you look at a eagle, when it's in its environment, you'll see when it's perched, you see that pride in it. You know, I'm a chest sticking out. You know,
right, chest sticking out, head up.
Yeah,
just like it says in the scriptures. What does it say? Who says in his heart, "Who shall bring me down?" That's Esau's pride. Even when the brother came out here the first time, this devil was actually standing in front of the brother, you know, violating the brother's space, talking about it's public property, he can stand where he wants.
Right.
But you don't supposed to violate a man's space. And,
right.
You know,
do that, like I made that analogy, do that to a woman, and see if you don't get charged with what the brother say, sexual harassment.
Yeah. So this devil should have been charged with sexual harassment, sticking his booty all up to another man, you know?
Yeah.
Probably a faggot.
Probably.
Evil,
Come on, he's an Edomite.
Yeah. Because all these Edomites are really fags in the spirit. You know?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Natural base men.
Yeah.
Have a spirit, so yeah.
Wait.
Over the base violence.
Wait, so if a motherfucker, what did they say? If you heterosexual male, that makes you straight, right? that which is crooked cannot be made straight again. Yeah, made straight. Yeah, that's so they naturally crooked in every way, including their sexuality.
Yes, and so they were given over to that reprobate mind. That's part of the way the Most High created them, where you debase them and set them low.
Right. Made it that homosexuality a part of their natural customs.
Yep.
And that was also part of, because you go back to, and look at First Maccabees, where Alexander the Great came in, who was also a known homosexual. It said that wickedness multiplied in the earth.
God.
So with that, that's the thing that's highly promoted and exalted, because the devil is in rulership. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh Shah.
Right. This devil has been going down ever since they started putting their satellite technology in space. Their kingdom has been on a slow decline, and really it's been a swift decline. But from our perspective, it's been on a slow decline since the 1950s.
Well, it's been picking up. Every world war, every world major event, it picks up the slack because it causes the distress in their financial systems, the economy. And the worse off the economy gets, the faster it starts going. That's why these weeks have been going by fast, because as the chip is on its way.
Yeah. So ever since they said they jumped in space, they've been coming down.
Yep. And they've been sending them up they've been sending different satellites up every week. And I mean, they really, if we could see how many they sent off, really we have no idea how many satellites they put in the orbit.
They're trying to see everything. That's
all seeing eye.
Mark of the beast too. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 47. Because thou servest not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. That's talking about the Israelites. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until thou have been destroyed. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And that's, going back to Esau, because the children of Israel actually went into slavery under the so-called white man. And he said he'll send a nation unto us as fast as the eagle flieth. Another thing symbolizing this eagle, representing Esau. That's why they have so much of a fondness for this bird, this particular bird, which this bird is actually, abominable to eat or anything like that, But Esau chose this to be his representation of his kingdoms.
Abominable bird, abominable kingdom, abominable nation.
Abominable nation.
And whereas, Esau's pride exalted him mainly is through his military might, because he was blessed with the sword. That's why he feels he can be over in these various different lands, spreading his democracy or his policies in foreign lands.
Right, his line.
To exploit their government and exploit their resources.
Yep.
So it's a representation also of Esau or Edom's pride.
And then pollute it. Eco-terrorists. They'll take their stuff over there, harvest their resources, and pollute it. One of the ways they pollute it is with that, all of that, what is that? When people go to the different countries, and a lot of Edomites say Iran makes a peace with America today. You know how many Edomites would be over there in the next 5 months? Tourists touring. Like right now, we have a tourist event going on because this is the Art Prize, all right, in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So it's a very big thing citywide. People come from around the world to see it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I guess I'll continue off at Obadiah verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? But Esau he won't stop until he completely, for one, sets a foothold in somebody's land and completely takes over until he's in complete control of their resources, their finances, and everything. But he won't take until it's just enough portion for him.
Right. Esau never takes until it's enough for him. He just keeps taking. That's why he sets bases and stuff like that in other people's land. So if they do develop more, then he'll be able to take more.
Fire. And I don't know, it's in Proverbs. It say, just put in like never enough.
Let me finish this out.
Come.
If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? You know, just like like the example he was going through. Esau doesn't leave anything until he is in control until he's in control of everything everywhere he goes. That's why, as far as like over in with African countries or even in those Middle Eastern countries, he has he goes to destabilize governments. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? It's being revealed through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with the Most High, one putting his elites and the people that's in league with them to tell upon themselves, like, about the RFID chip, the secret societies.
Revealing their nakedness.
The Rothschilds, and having that preserved for, the men of the Lord to be able to come out here and prophesy about it and bring out, those things of Esau's devices.
They've been revealing their nakedness, like the scriptures say, since these space programs, like the brother said, and how much more to this day. Their nakedness is even being revealed by their own government officials. That same situation with Comey and Trump and all these, Eric Snowden. Even if these are, things that are, certain devices that they use. The main thing being that it's still taking place because it's the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that's really making it happen in the first place.
All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Because, all the BRICS nations that's, pretty much set and allied against America, pretty much America's army and military force is drawn over the border, and the military is pretty much going to end up getting spread thin. That's what we're seeing taking place.
Right, because they on how many different war fronts? I think he said 7, or was it 7?
I said several different wars.
Several,
So
right.
They're all many different borders.
Right, that's true. That's true. Because now you hear they getting into it with Venezuela as if they want to. Venezuela's been training the people. They had to be soldiers, regular people to be soldiers because they planning. They preparing for a conflict with U.S. troops. So they've been raising up the regular people's militia, women, men, teenagers. Man, I saw that. I think that was like 3 weeks ago. So they hey, it's been a go.
Against thee, and they that ate thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding of it, because pretty much, it's prophesied that, the nations shall hate the whore and devour her, going back to Revelation 17th and the 18th chapter. The whore representing Babylon the Great, which is America. So all of the nations, as far as the EU, and NATO, they're going to turn against America.
All the nations that draw their boat.
Interests.
What was that? Talking about all the nations drawing their boat together against this nation. Yeah, all those nukes are getting ready, man, to be fired. India, matter of fact, they're increasing I saw a documentary on Al Jazeera about it. They're increasing their nuclear programs and enriching uranium, and they're taking plots of lands and they're setting it aside just for, I think it's like 30 or 40 acres just to enrich uranium to increase their nuclear program because they're preparing for them rockets to be shot. And it doesn't take long to make a ICBM missile.
Even we can see it right now, every nation already hates the whore. They're just looking for a way to bring this whore down. Basically, they're waiting for the Lord to give the okay.
Waiting for the season.
Yep. When the season is right, then they're going to take this place all the way out.
Done. As well, waiting for that season to come. The Most High has just pretty much been gathering everybody to the to the size that they would have. And this symbol right here, this image of this eagle, is one of the things that they choosing to stand under or not.
Yep.
Because the United Nations, UN, they chose to go ahead and stand under this symbol right here.
And then when you look at this sign, the title says "Free Bird," you know, when this is really nothing but free, you know. But that's how they perceive the eagle. A bird free to do wicked.
Yep.
Nice work, sir. Nice work. Very nice work.
Yeah. You got anything else?
Yeah, that's about it. And it's funny, this devil just might win because we rebuking the eagle. So we bringing more attention to this devil's art piece just by being here.
You don't even realize that either.
Yeah.
You don't even realize we actually doing this devil a favor.
Right.
They didn't say that we would make the nations, all nations great for which, to which he would send us to.
Right. And then, you know, because I think it was maybe Art Prize 3 or 4 when we was going hard against that wicked image of Caesar Borgia and exposing the true image of Yahushua. You know, that year Caesar Borgia won. Caesar Borgia, you know.
And you got to understand, but the art prize, that's not a small thing.
Yeah.
That's a big pot that's being held. Like I said, you got artists coming from different countries all around the world just to do something here. They images, they idols.
Yeah, they idols here, you know, so they can win a little money and shit, you know. Shit. All right, how you doing, brother? So
we go into that with them idols too, man, because this is all of this stuff. This is an idol. It's eagle. What is that? Genesis.
It's another graven image.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excuse me, not Genesis. When the Lord said that thou shalt not worship.
Yeah.
Any what?
Exodus.
I edited. I just cut out the spaces and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, thou shalt not worship any of these things, you know, because Jacob actually, starting with the image of Caesar Borgia, Jacob worshipped these idols, man. But Esau definitely worshipped these idols, you know, gods of wood and stone, you know. Y'all got anything?
Yeah. All right, this is Deuteronomy.
Mm-hmm.
Deuteronomy 5. And let's start at. Well, I already had that, yeah. This is Deuteronomy 5 and 5 and 5, or 5 and 4. The Lord talked with you face to face in the mount out of the midst of the fire. I stood between the Lord and you at that time to show you the words of the Lord of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And this is referring to Moses at Mount Sinai. It says, for ye were afraid by reason of the fire and went not up into the mount, saying, all right, because it was a large chariot and they were afraid of what they saw, all right, because it's a terrifying sight. That's why they stayed close, why they remained in the clouds, because we were able to see those things. I mean, people would, shit their pants. And we would be messed up too. We'd be terrified too. That's why the Most High keeps them hidden in the clouds. I am Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, thy God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. Thou shalt have none other God before me. This right here is a representation of America's God. All right? And all you got to do is look at, what is that movie, Gods of Egypt, or whatever that shit was?
Yep. Because Egypt actually had the eagle as one of their symbols, too.
What was it, the all-seeing eye?
Yep. That was the eye of the eagle, man.
Yep, not the eye of the tiger.
Which basically goes back to Esau trying to play the position or to establish himself as the Most High. Be everywhere and to see everything. Or to be able to keep tabs on everything.
Yep.
Most High in his angels.
Yep.
Thou shalt not make
any graven image of any likeness or anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water beneath the earth. Right. So it says, of any likeness of anything that is in the heavens above. Look, they got a picture of the eagle in mid-flight. You understand? That's the comprehension of it right there, because this is just an idol, man. All these people, your work is so beautiful and wonderful. Yeah, because they worship workers. I mean,
idol worshippers.
Or stammering lips at the tongue, brother. Excuse me. Yeah, and that's the devil over there, the graver of this image, man. You understand? He engraved this image, so he gonna get. I mean, even though that's what they do, that's what their people are set aside to do. The problem is when 2/3 of you Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes go aside, and you're supposed to start watching and praying to this bullshit too. When you pledge allegiance, what you pledging it to? You're pledging it to shit like this. You're not pledging that to the Most High.
Right. But even when you say I pledge allegiance, you're saying you pledge allegiance to the flag of America.
Right.
Another idol. America is another idol. America is that image of the beast.
Right. Exactly. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Including, I'm pretty sure you go up through this motherfucker and you find some idol of a fish somewhere, alright, or some crazy shit. This nigga's bug. That's what I'm saying. Niggas like that, where I can got your bro on one side and your shit shaking out on the other to a fucking murder one. Fuck out, man. Yeah, because this is the shit that you pledge allegiance to. Yeah. A fucking flag, man. These idols, man. Got you fucked up. Clown ass niggas. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. Unfortunately, yes, I used to be in the United States Army. And it's all a sham. Alright? So I did serve them for a time. For I am Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, thy God. I'm a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me.
And also, let me just say this too, because you find like stories where basically, like in sports, you got Jakes that didn't want to salute the national anthem, or pay homage to the national anthem by standing. One, we don't owe any allegiance to this country anyway because we were taken as captives in the first place.
Exactly, we were actually slaves in this
Our
country.
allegiance is to the Most High Yahweh, the Son Yahweh Shai, because we're His chosen people. And it's coming back as to who we are. He's putting that breath of life back into us. So we don't owe our allegiance or our worship or our homage to any of these idols or these philosophies.
Or these devils, yep.
They're idols that don't breathe, can't talk, can't see, and from the fabrication of some nigga's spirit.
And that's pretty much just basically, you know, what most I got is where 2/3 us into that they pledge their allegiance to Esau. So they worship in the image of the beast because Esau represents the beast. So therefore they're going to receive his mark because they were not written in the book of life.
Ooh, flock, I got a precept. This is Deuteronomy 4:24. For thy power, thy God is a consuming. For Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, thy God is a consuming fire, even a jealous God. When thou shalt beget children and children's children, ye shall be remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves and make graven images of likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to provoke him to anger. That happens
with Israel being the Most High's wife. I mean, it's like, you know, you have a woman and she goes and messes around with another man. The Most High is a jealous power. He said, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me."
right.
So we only owe our allegiance and our worship to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So therefore, you know, that we be not consumed on the earth.
Right. And even though that's also speaking about when we remained in that land at that time, it's also going to the fact that history repeats itself through reincarnation. But them same spirits that was doing it then is doing it right now as we speak.
Because that which you have is already going to be within you. That was what Most High had already blessed you to receive. If you was part of the Most High's elect or chosen then, that was chosen to receive the truth, as you was a prophet before, that the Most High sought to, keep in this thing unto the end, you was always going to be that. But if you was always a wicked nigga that was, into idols, that shunned the word of the Heavenly Father through his prophets, that's what you're going to be in this life.
Right.
That's why, what is it, Peter's where he said, though you once knew this.
Right. We all once knew this. But it's been erased from your memory. Well, every life, our life that we come back into, every 34th generation, we have no memory of it. But it's been erased from your spirit memory because it's not meant for you in this life to even come back to this, or to your nationality. Because you're still doing things like this, which also pertains to what you did in your past life. It says, this is the 26th chapter of Deuteronomy 4. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that you shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over the Jordan to possess. That's why I said history repeats itself, because it was also talking about when we were in our original land in history. You shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. We were utterly destroyed as a nation. All right, as a nation. We wasn't utterly destroyed completely. There's not just Judah left and all these other tribes is destroyed, or they done away with. All right? All that means is that we was utterly destroyed as a unified nation. Now, we still represent the sands of the sea. We just scattered all throughout the nations, and we look like some of the nations that we scattered in. That's all that means. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall scatter you among the nations, and you shall be left few in number among the heathen, whether the Lord shall lead you. So, ain't we amongst the heathen? Right? The same one that called up the cops, or had the cops intervene with the situation. All right? That then they bear false witness against the brother. This is all going hand in hand. And there you shall serve gods, the works of man's hands, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell.
Yeah. For being the devil to do and doing what he did.
These images, man. That's why they have a whole, 15 days set
sat there
aside
and
for everybody to go around
you
and
know?
judge. And the majority of these things, these works of art that they judge on, is different idols that don't breathe, can't hear shit, don't hear a goddamn thing. But yet, everybody's breaking their neck just to come see them. Taking pictures near them and shit, putting it on Facebook, trying to make it a permanent memory and within their mind, man. Because they find this a honorous thing within this fucked up ass community.
Most festivities are already based off idolatry anyway. Like that tribute to Bacchus going back to the Roman Empire. Basically people get together out on the streets for movements. It's the same thing when you go to the club every weekend. That's it's a tribute to Bacchus.
Right.
Movements.
It's that fun. All the mental is a distraction. The literal definition to it, or the etymology of the word fun.
Fornication under Nimrod. Yeah. Fornication under Nimrod. Yup.
And also a distraction.
Right.
Because this is, all of these people that's gathered around here, and Jake's that's among our people, they're in that strong delusion of this society continuing to prosper, continuing to excel when the Most High is bringing this place down. They're in that delusional state. They're in that zombified state. We already can see through prophecies that this thing's about to get ready to be destroyed. Because the Most High put us in that spiritual frame of mind, to be able to see it, because we're not in that delusion.
Right, we can see through that spiritual magic.
So,
Like that nigga behind. This is Ezekiel 28, and I'm gonna start at verse 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am in power, and I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not the Most High, though thou set thy heart as the heart of the Most High. Because, right Esau is, you know, the head of the seas or the nations, and he, you know, just like I was going into earlier, is really going to Esau having a God complex, thinking that he can play the role and be the Most High with the all-seeing eye, you know, technology that he has to you know, spy on everybody, and also this RFID chip that they want to implant so they can be able to track everything and track everybody's movements.
Also, it's that's the all-seeing eye is giving them the false pretense, or giving everybody else the false pretense that they are a true God, which they are a power. Don't get me wrong, but they're trying to give you that omnipotent feeling that they could be in all places at once, which makes that chip, pushing that RFID chip, even easier to give you that misconception of them being omnipotent. Besides the fact that you can't go nowhere around the world without seeing the so-called white man.
So it would be easy for the Most High to dismantle that whole entire network and system. They just destroy the feed. They just destroy the unicorn. The chariots can destroy the unicorn easily. No more internet.
Right. No more. The chariots can destroy.
No more traffic.
Yeah, they destroy the chariots can destroy the satellites in space.
Right.
No more TV. And then that's because that's where their real power actually come from. Their media.
Right. They're hypnotized.
Yeah, that's their biggest weapon. To the deceit of their media is their biggest weapon.
Because they know how to slot. They know how to attack your subconscious without you even perceiving.
Yep.
I'm read this precept I was going to earlier before these devils were going to promise you. Jeremiah 49, verse 14. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, Yahweh Shah, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. And that's talking about the so-called white man, okay? That's what I was going to earlier before these devils try to get carnal with me, man. It says, verse 16, thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart. O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, right? You're Caucasian, right? You're cave men and women. You're the descendants of them, okay? You're the, like I said earlier, you're the Neanderthals, okay? It says, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I would bring thee down from thence, saith Yahweh Shah. And you, like I said, you see the eagle, all right? A filthy, abominable bird, all right? And they symbolize that during this empire and during ancient times when they ruled, when they was the Greeks and when they was the Romans, okay? That was a symbol as well, all right? And so, like the brother went into earlier, you pledged allegiance to something that enslaved you and oppressed you, okay? The Lord said he's going to bring them down, okay? Though they exalt themselves as the eagle, you know, put their nest up